How's it going, Eagles fans? It's Philly Day One. Um, we're gonna get on a couple of points, as you've seen in the the thumbnail. We're gonna talk about Dallas Goedert. Most definitely, we're gonna talk about Dallas Goedert and why I feel like he should stick around. Uh, we are gonna talk about Myles Garrett. A lot of people who ain't seen it. We're gonna get into that. We're also gonna talk about the team needs and things that might not be a thing we need as of right now, but we most definitely need depth in. So let's get into it. All right, look. So uh, as you might have seen on the picture that I put up, Dallas Goddard is on his 1 year, and those are some postseason stats. Now Dallas Goddard was injured a lot of the regular season, so I didn't put those up there, but I did put his postseason stats up. Dallas Goddard and Devontae Smith lead us in yards in the postseason. That's the Philadelphia Eagles uh, in yards for the postseason. So um, Dallas Goddard, when he is playing, when he's getting targets, he is very effective. He's a sure-handed catcher. He has great run um, after catch ability. You can do a bunch of things with him because he moves very, very well for a tight end. Yes, he is 30 years old now, but he still has a little juice. He's very fresh because of he's not being utilized that much. When he is, he takes full advantage of it. And like you see, man, it's 12 games he played in the postseason. This is his career. 12 games he's played in the postseason. He's been targeted 68 times. He's caught 52 of those catches. Now, some of those catches are crazy. And some of those targets, man, you might say you might can make uh, the debate those was way off. When the ball is thrown his way, he catches it. One-handed catches, double catches, jump catches, whatever it is, he catches it. Um, 562 yards in 12 games, 4 touchdowns, and 28 first downs. The man balls. He is the third option on this team. There's an AJ Brown, there's Devontae Smith, and then there's Dallas Goedert. He is the third option on this team. To put up those numbers in the postseason, he is making a lot of plays. When those plays present themselves, he make them. There's a couple of games where Dallas Goedert, we might not win without Dallas Goedert contributing to that win. Um, I went and in that same picture, I put up some Travis Kelsey numbers, and I did 13 games because I wasn't gonna go into it for the breakdown how many of the games per season. It was just how I seen it. I put 13 games. He has played more games than Dallas Goedert, but in 13 games, his targets are 113 targets. Travis Kelsey, for the most of his career, has either been the first option or the second option. He's never been the third option. So he has had 113 targets, 85 receptions, 11 touchdowns in 13 games. That's over 40 extra targets for him. Travis Kelsey runs pretty good without the ball. I wouldn't say he runs as well as Dallas Goedert does because nobody's giving Travis Kelsey a run option at tight end. Dallas Goedert most definitely runs better than him. Travis Kelsey, he is who he is. I don't think we got to debate how good Travis Kelsey is, but with the limited opportunities that Dallas Goedert gets, he is more than half of everything that Travis Kelce has done in the postseason. This man is good. True enough, he had some injuries. He had some injuries in the regular season. This seems to be a theme for him, but in the postseason he comes up big. Not every now and again, but every game in the postseason. Like even in the Packers game, he was able to throw that stiff arm out there again. Everybody saw the two stiff arm thing he did. I don't know if you guys noticed in the regular season he would not throw that stiff arm out because he got injured on that same stiff arm against the Giants in midlife. And from then on, he seemed to be very cautious putting his arm out there. Refs are not going to call the fact that you're pulling a man down by his arm or laying on him to make a tackle. So he's been very cautious about that, but he got confident in the postseason. He's just a different person in the postseason. In the postseason, he was throwing that stiff arm out there. He didn't care. He was leaping over people. You know, he was making some very tough catches. And Dallas Goedert to me is somebody you just do not release. You don't release Dallas Goedert because there's not many tight ends like him. Even the great Jason Kelce. I'm sorry, Jason Kelce. Travis Kelce. And the great Travis Kelce. Dallas Goedert got a lot of traits that Travis Kelce don't really possess. He's a high ball catcher. You don't see that much with Travis Kelce. It's more of a route running thing, and then a run after catch thing. So Dallas Goedert, even at 30, is so good. You do not release a guy like that. I kind of want to keep him under contract. I kind of want to get him a new contract. Maybe let him play it out this year and then get him a new contract. Until we can find somebody who could fill that role. Even when we got rid of Zach Ertz, Zach Ertz wasn't a Dallas Goedert. He blocked a little better at run blocking than Dallas Goedert, but with Zach Ertz, he doesn't run after the catch. You know, it was a reason for why we came off of Zach Ertz. He was a great route runner and he was always open, but you know, outside of that, once you get a little older, your route running it changes a little bit. So I really don't want to part ways with Dallas Goedert. He's sitting in a weird situation right now where he's got 1 year left on a contract. He's a little older. Hopefully they can keep him around. I know he want to stay around. He might not be looking for a bag right now. So hopefully they can make that work for us. Okay. Getting into the next topic. Myles Garrett, if you guys ain't heard, Myles Garrett signed a 4-year extension. I said in my earlier video when talking about Mekhi Becton that Myles Garrett is not going anywhere. He's not playing for another team. I said this year he won't play for another team in the next 4 years. So the Browns were very upfront about not letting him go. So I figured we wasn't gonna get that done. We weren't gonna be able to get a Myles Garrett. It would have been big, but no. All right. I want to talk about a little bit about team needs. We need some edge rushers. I think we can address that in the draft. We still got some guys on the practice squad. Is it? I can't remember his name, but he flashed a lot on the practice squad. But we got a draft coming up. I'm thinking future at tight end. If we're still going to be a run first team, Grant Calcaterra can't take Dallas Goedert's spot. He gets destroyed on run blocks. Just outright destroyed on run blocks. He's crackbacking people, getting pushed back. It's horrible, and that'll take a hit on our run game. There happened to be some pretty good tight ends in there. I hadn't looked at them. I will look at them a little later on. But this is we really got to address that in the for the future. Old linemen. We don't know if Mekhi Becton is coming back. I think he will because of the sentimental value to the team that he has. They do want him to go check his options, see what he got out there before he does come back. Hopefully he makes the the decision to come back. A lot of guys I talked to were saying that it'll be cool if he left because Steen's there and Keegan is there also, but still Keegan and Steen don't have the power Mekhi Becton has. Mekhi Becton moves bodies. We are a run first team. We need linemen who move bodies. So although it's great for those guys to be there and they can train very technical, they don't have that it to move bodies, and that's how we play when we're wearing people down. We need that. So I think that is something we have to look at. Um, Maybe look to sign. Maybe look to get some guys out the draft. I don't think this draft is going to be very skill based. It's going to be in the trenches. We're going to get a lot of maybe some linemen, some O linemen, some defensive linemen. We have to get an edge rusher. We have to get an O lineman, and maybe we have to get a O tackle. Which brings me to my next point. The future of O tackle. We do have Jordan Mailata. Jordan Mailata still has time here. Um, Jordan Mailata is a really good tackle. Lane Johnson is 35 years old. He don't have long. He's not playing into his 40s. He's playing very good football as of right now. He's going to be a year older next year, and then be a year older if he decides to play the year after that. We have to figure out who we're going to have at that position when Lane Johnson decides to hang up his cleats. Lane Johnson. We also have, is it Patrick Johnson? Patrick Johnson, who came in and backed up Lane Johnson when he went out on the injury. Who started for Lane Johnson when he was out on the injury. He started for Jordan Mailata when he was out on the injury. And in those times, he didn't play super horrible. On the starts, they were a little shaky. When he came in and replaced Lane Johnson and Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata, he played relatively well. So he is a free agent this year. So we do have to get somebody in there to either compete for that job if we decide to bring him back, or we need to get somebody in there who can potentially start at that job. Again, Lane Johnson is 35, man. He don't have long. Stoutland University has turned some guys we never thought would have been great people. I mean, great guards or great tackles and some very good football players. So I'm not scared that we'll get somebody and be able to teach them the techniques. I do like the fact that we have these otherworldly like guards, the Landon Dickersons, the Jordan Mailatas, the Cam Jurgens, Mekhi Bectons, and Lane Johnsons. They're all Pro Bowl, in my opinion, are all Pro Bowl like offensive linemen. So they just don't come and drop out of the college ranks like that. So we do have to get somebody to secure those roles. Look, that's really all what I got for y'all, man. Hey, look, let me know what you think. What are some of your concerns with this team going further into the years, getting ready to start? What are some of the things you're worried about? Drop a comment, subscribe, like, turn those post notifications on, and I'll holler at y'all guys later. Go Birds!